Good morning, brothers and sisters. I had a dream I want to share with you guys. And I want to share this dream because I was given so much details, like some clear details about this dream. It's about the locusts. So let me just go right into the dream. I dreamed that I was out and about inside a home. It didn't look like my original home. It looked like a different home. But in this home, it was like I was looking into a giant window. Like the windows were really, really tall, extremely tall, like as if I was in a penthouse or, in a high rise hotel or something like that. That's how huge these windows were. And I don't live in a house like that. So, like I said, it was not my home. I was somewhere. And I saw that I looked outside because I was staring outside. I looked outside. My distraction was outside. So I had to focus on outside. And when I looked outside, I saw these swarm of these darkness, a bunch of dark things started coming out of the sky. It just looked like they were coming out of a portal or something like that. And it was a swarm of these creatures coming out of the sky. When I saw it, it was all black, really, really, really dark. It was just so much darkness coming right out of the sky. And then I started seeing them getting closer and closer. And when I saw them got closer, I screamed out loud, OMG, those are locusts. It's the locusts. I said it just like that. And when I saw it, it came right through the window. It was looking at me and it was so ugly. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest with you guys. This thing was so ugly. It was fat, chubby, like really, really scrawny, chubby looking. Like if you put like two of your hands, ball them up together, that was the size that I saw them. They were huge. They were not little. And I saw them all different shape and size and color. They had bright colors on them. And it was just crazy. And let me describe, they had head like human head. I'm not gonna lie. Their head looked like human head. They had little tiny wings on their back. I don't know how. The way their body was shaped, I don't know how they were able to fly with those wings. And it was like you couldn't kill them. They were going around killing people, not killing them. I didn't see them kill anybody. It's just like okay, I saw them go into people's home, rip them, like bit them and bite them. They had these sharp, ugly looking teeth. Like it was just, ugh. They looked like they had animal looking type of teeth. Like it was just sharp. And their hair, their hair kind of looked like ours, but like very faded. It wasn't thick or full or anything like that. It looked like they were just faded, like thin, very, very thin. I don't know. And I didn't see a crown on their head. I'm not sure. I'm sure I would have remembered if I saw a crown on their head. I didn't see that part. I don't know why, but I didn't see a crown on their head. But they had some kind of like their bodies were made out of some type of very strong, hard shield of protection. Cause they tried to shoot them. No, they couldn't kill them. They wouldn't. They could not kill those things. Because I see people trying to shoot at them. They try to shoot them and stuff like that. That didn't work. Militaries came in, try to help the people, the civilians and everything. And like I said, they were just going around hurting people. People were running from these things and yelling and screaming. It was a lot of chaos and stuff. And I saw that the bottom of them, the bottom looked like they had like steam, like something of not the scorpion, but like a bee, like the bottom of a bee, like a pointy little thing on their bottom. They all had that. The bottom was like a little tiny little pointy long thing in their butt, like a bee, like the way the bee would carry it. I'm just telling you what I saw. I'm just describing these ugly looking things. I'm sorry, forgive me, but these things were not pretty. They were very hideous looking, and they had all size, not too big though. The biggest size I would say would be like a size of a 1.5 year old or a 2 year old child. That's the biggest one I've seen there. I didn't see anything bigger than that. And some were real skinny, real skinny. They had hands like us. They had feet like, I don't know. They had feet. Some had feet like ours, or some had like animal feet. But they were like insect, like they had somewhat of an insect body, but not fully. Like it was like I don't know, it just looked like a mutation of some type of creature with human form, a face. I don't know. It was just crazy. It was really crazy. And their face kind of looked like a bunch of ogre. Like, I don't know. They were just so real. Like, this is ridiculous. And you know what the people were calling them? They were calling them aliens. People kept saying they were aliens. These are the aliens attacking us. And I said, no, these are not aliens. These are locusts. They're locusts. I kept screaming that out to people. And they were like, no, those are the aliens. They're aliens. I'm like, no, those are locusts. It was crazy. And you would see them. By the way, they spoke. They had these different languages they were speaking. I've never heard it. I don't think anyone understood what they were saying, but they were making fun of us. They were laughing at us. They were enjoying hurting us. They were climbing walls, climbing buildings. The cities were devoured. Look, these things looked like they were billions of them. It was billions of them out there. Like, you knew they were like billions of them. They were everywhere. They came into your home. They will snatch you out. I saw like two of them went into somebody's home, snatched the lady out, flew her all the way up in the air, and then dropped her. And then they were laughing at that. They were just laughing, geeky, ha ha, and they were making all kinds of funny noises. And you knew they were coming because like the wings they had on their back. It's like it was like, whoo, 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 whoo. It was so loud and so strong and so creepy. Like, when you hear them coming, you just want to hide as far as possible you can hide. So I'm watching all of this and everything, and then the guy, the ugly looking thing that was coming at me, he was like facing the window, like he tried to go through the window, but he couldn't go through it. Like, he couldn't break it. It was like the window was completely strong, but I saw him go through other people's windows, and man, they broke right through those things. And in the military, since they couldn't shoot them because they could not kill them, they could not kill those things. Since they couldn't shoot them, this was like a thing that was going on for a few months. I'm telling you, and I knew this was like a seasonal thing. Like, it was gonna pass, but a second thing was coming after them. I knew there was a second woe that was coming right after them. So after by the way, I'm telling you all of this. I'm not in my original body or my former self. I'm a woman. In the dream, I was a man. I was a Caucasian man who was in the military. I was in the military. I guess I was in the Air Force, and I saw myself in uniform, like military uniform, American uniform, and I saw myself try to escape. Like, I was trying to escape these things because this thing went on for months, and I was trying to leave. As I was trying to leave, I tried to take off with my kid. I had this son. I had a son. Look, like I said, this was not me, but I was in this man's body, and it's like I was able to feel everything and sense everything this man did. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm watching all of this and everything, and I'm trying to leave. By the way, when I say these things are strong, they were trying to burn them off. Like the military people, by the way, before I go into this role that I was playing, the militaries would come in and they would burn them. They had these blowers, these things they were blowing, and they would burn them. They try to burn them because they couldn't shoot them. Their weapons was not strong enough to kill them. I don't know. It's just it was nearly impossible to kill these things. So basically you had to deal with these things. They ripped you. I saw them biting people. Their sharp teeth were so strong. I didn't see them killing anybody, but people was in so much pain with these things. You saw how much pain, their eyes, their fear. They were so afraid of them. And for them, it was like a sport. It was like a sport because they were laughing, they were giggling, they were mocking us. You could hear in their voice how they were mocking us because, like I said, they knew how to talk. They spoke. They were speaking. You didn't understand their language, but you can tell when somebody's making fun of you in any kind of language. It don't matter. You know somebody's making fun of you. They were kiki ha 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 boom 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 boom. That's what they were like. They were talking like that. I'm just saying, like they were talking like that, and I'm like, what are they saying? And it was just crazy. And you could, it's like something in my spirit was allowing me to understand that they were making fun of us. They were doing all this crazy stuff to us, and they were enjoying it. By the way. They were enjoying it. And I didn't see this. I did not see. I saw grass was clean. I didn't see them eat no. I don't think these things were vegetarians because the grass, the trees, nothing was like harm. I didn't see any of that stuff. It was still standing, but it was dark. Like it was like a really bad, dark, grayish day. Like I never saw the sunlight. Not once came out. Not once did I see sunlight come out. It was always dark and grayish. It's just looked so dull. And I'm just looking at all of this. So let's go back to my part and where I was a military guy in a uniform and everything. So I'm trying to take off because I knew the second wave that was coming. I knew there was a second plague that was going to come, and it was going to be worse than these locusts. I knew it was going to be worse. So I was trying to escape. I was trying to leave, and I'm trying to get out of America. But America was not the only place infested with these things. It was all over the world. I knew it was all over the world. We was hearing from other troops from all over the world. We was hearing from other people, other world leaders, and they were all seeking help to destroy these things. So, and we knew that the second wave was supposed to be something worse. And I was trying to take off, and I had this helicopter. I had this guy with me and stuff like that. It was like 2, 3 of us, and we were trying to take off and take our families and go. And by my family, I think my son was like 12, 14, something like that. It was a young teenage young man or whatever. And he was small. You know how some little boys are very small, but they're a little older than what you think they are, but they look very, very young. So he was one of those really young, small looking 13, 14-year-old kids. He looked like he was like 10, but he was really 13, 12, something like that. I remember the guy saying that his teenage kid, so most likely he was 13. He looked like he was 10. He was very small. And the guy, my role that I was playing in the dream, I was a dude. I was huge guy, pretty tall, like 6'2", 6'3", very tall. And like I said, I was Caucasian. I had dark hair. I was kind of tan. I was pretty tan, probably Italian or Spain looking. So possibly Greek, possibly. So I remember just going, could have been Spanish. No, I wasn't Spanish. I don't know. I'm just telling you guys what I saw and what the Lord allowed me to feel and see as myself using someone's spirit that was left behind. I'm not sure, but the guy was very intelligent, and he was going into the Air Force base, and I saw him going into a helicopter. He was in a helicopter. We all was in a helicopter, and those locusts came. Let me tell you how strong these things are. They're so strong. They ripped the helicopter, the top of the helicopter, the wind of the wind of the helicopter. They ripped it into pieces like it was some kind of little toy, like you just break in pieces. Man, it was crazy. I was like, oh my gosh, they are coming. They are coming. And when he did that, they were laughing. They were laughing, making fun of us. Every time they did something to irritate us, they were laughing. They always laughed. They were so wicked and so evil, so mean. So I went into the second while they were busy trying to destroy the helicopter we was trying to go into. We went into a second one, and I quickly started up and I left immediately, and I was heading to Europe, and I was gonna go to Austria. I don't know why Austria, but I was heading to Austria, and I was gonna go to the mountains, and I was gonna go hide there with my family and friends to the mountains, and we were gonna hide. That was our plan, because we wanted to hide, not from the locusts, because the locust wasn't as bad as what was coming, because I knew it was something really awful coming after the locusts. And this led me, when I was discussing this, I knew I wanted to make this video, but I was like, maybe I'll make it a week or two from now. I wasn't thinking of making it anytime soon. And then I started to discuss it with the prayer group that I'm in, and I was explaining to them everything. So I was like, I know I've read about the locusts and stuff like that, but I just couldn't remember everything that was said. So we went into reading about them. Revelation 9. Oh, my Lord. When I was reading Revelation 8 and 9, OMG, when I said the Spirit was upon me, and I was shocked, beyond shock, how everything they were saying was describing what I was seeing. It was overwhelming. It was like, wow, all of this. And to the point where I thought, I didn't even know I don't know why I did not remember. I don't remember reading where the part they say that they had faces of man. I had no idea their face was like human. In the dream, they had faces of human beings. It was crazy. I was like, wow, I saw them. And I mean it. When I said they had all different colors in their body, and they were like bloated, chubby little looking things. Some of them were really thin. They had every size, all size. But these things were just, wow, like, wow. I wish I was able to see the second wave of what was coming, but as we were reading Revelation 9, I noticed that the second woe is supposed to be the four angels of that were bound in the Euphrates River. Nobody want to see them, and they're worse because they're bringing 200 million armies with them from hell. Who wants to be here for this? I'm just saying. Like I said, I didn't. I just woke up at the part where I took off with the airport. Took off to the other country and stuff like that. But yeah, when I woke up, I was like, man, seriously, who wants to be here for all of this? I mean, do people not realize hell on earth is about to be loose when the Holy Spirit is removed and in his remnant? Everyone who is serving him, everyone who's going to be raptured out of here, when they're all removed, all of this stuff is, they're going to be loose. I'm just saying, you guys, pray on this. Pray that God give you a revelation of the great tribulation. Pray that God will give you a dream or vision, something to show you how the tribulation is going to be. It is not going to be a walk in the park. Please, people, repent daily. Turn away from sin. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Do not continue on your sinful ways. We have to turn away from these things. God is coming, and he is looking for a flawless bride. And I pray that you guys will heed these warnings and pray that you are worthy. You are worthy to be taken out of here when all of this began. God bless you, everyone. I pray that God will always be with you all, because one day he is going to leave and we're going to be here alone. And God knows what's going to happen to us. May God have mercy on everyone who is left behind. God bless you guys. Love you guys. You have a blessed and wonderful, wonderful evening, morning, night, whenever you get to watch this video. Shalom.